So what are we talking about? Right. Ephemeron. It's pretty easy to see why, or you can sort of see why Demi or really any Zerg player would like Ephemeron. I think Demi especially. It's got some pretty good air, like dead air locations. Like a lot of Zerg players, or I guess I should say more Terran and Protoss players, do say that there's a lot of opportunities for Ling run buys into the expansions, so that's good just in general for Zerg players. Not so good for the other two races, but we don't really talk about them. Muta's pretty good on this map as well, but you really have a lot of choice. Do you want to go Roach Ravager? Do you want to go Mutas?
You want to go
Do you want to
Nidus?
go Harassment Base? Do you want to go Nidus?
You want to go one base Ultras? I mean, okay, not really one base Ultras.
This map is America. It's just freedom. This is a map of freedom right here. Also, I'm trying to think of some like really noticeable or like notable, memorable. That's the word I was looking for. Memorable games on this map. Can't say too many come to mind. All right, Demi is back. Azure is ready. Cass is ready.
Yes, ready. Let's go.
Jeff All. I said, let's go, Demi. Who is hosting? I said, let's go. I said, let's go. I said, let's go.
There we go.
There we go. Dude. Happens to the best of us, Demi. Forgot he was the host. For a sec. That happened to me much more often than I care to admit.
Oh.
I think there was a time where I did actually make the lobby, and then I was surprised when I think I accused Light of someone, and I was like, why didn't you make me the host? Just forgetting that I was the one who made the lobby.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, we had to stream on later on.
Well, anyway... Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the week. It is time for the Grand Platypus Open Grand Finals! And kicking us off, we are going to be on Amphirion early. And spawning in the bottom right as the Red Zerg, looking to be the first back-to-back Grand Platypus Open champion. Hailing from India and representing OSC Elite, this is Demi! And boarding up in the top left as the Green Terran, hoping to make the rotor thing happen. The Green Terran!
Game paused.
The pausing champion! This is Demi! Sorry, this is Azure!
The pausing champion. A random lag size. We're on Australia's server. But then again, could just be a bit of an oof.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where Demi is staying right now. He was at the Unity team house in Korea for a while, but I'm pretty sure he only stayed there for 1 or 2 GSL seasons. For moving back to India, I want to say. I'm not 100% on any of this. In fact, I'm basing this off of like what is it now? Like a 1.5-year old tweet, pretty much. So, yep, just gonna have to resolve this. Might need to rehost. I don't think either of us are refs. Oh, it's this VPN.
And I think...
Yep, we should be rehosting. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. it was only like less than a minute really that game, so there's no need to resume for replay. Oh, actually, it was a minute and 1 second. It felt like less than a minute, is what I was saying. No, but it was a no wait, but that mean that there was more than a minute and a second. Look. Let's rehost. Alright, such tends to happen when you have your VPN on. Wait, is my VPN on? No, it is off. Phew. I've had troubles with VPNs in the past, which just randomly turned on and off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you haven't turned, or it's like, oh, you're at your computer from like 2 p.m. till 9 a.m. We should just be on around this time. And it's like, please no. This. Don't even really get why it does that, but
Okay, no either, but oh well.
Right, Demi is back in the game.
Back. I'll make the lobby.
Just flat out restart it. Alright. That works with me. I think he had to like straight up refresh his like restart his game, clear out any cookies and what have you. Or not cookies, like whatchamacallit, like catch processes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just to be extra double safe. Light is telling to check the legacy spelling on casting tool.
Oh. Randomly added one letter.
Oops.
Spelling mistakes.
Your legacy. Amazing. Alright, is you ready? Demi ready? Let's go.
Alright. So remember, this is a best of 5 with 1 point advantage to a 0. So, nice little best of 4 for you guys.
You can't really call it a best of 4 because a best of 4 would imply that there's a tie potential.
Anyway, welcome back to Imperium LE for our grand finals today. And of course, spawning in the top left as the Red Zerg representing India and OSC Elite. This is Demi. And spawning in the bottom right as the Blue Terran this time, representing Legacy Esports and Australia. This is Azure.
Different fights this time, much like Nintendo Switch or something. That's one way to guarantee less lag spikes, really. Just be at the top side. Alright, we are likely to see pretty much the same Reaper Expand from Azure, same Hatch in the Pool from Demi. Now, Azure has a bit of variety going on with him. He does boast a little bit that he only goes BC mech once in a while, like once or twice in the series. So it'll be interesting to see what he's got on him. Demi, a bit more of a reactive player, I gotta say. I think he tends to look at or sense what his opponent might be doing and act accordingly, whether it be Roach Ravager or Mutiling Bane.
Yes, indeed, as I've got to change the scene again. God damn it.
Oh.
Anyway, it's the opening minutes. He don't really.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I pretty much described it. Yeah, you know, going to hatch in the pool, going hatch guy's pool, turn player, gonna, yeah, the Reaper expand, you know,
Yeah.
the good old builds, you know.
What was
You
really
know.
surprising is that some reason Demi had like 14 battle cruisers and like 6 carriers. That was really weird.
Yeah, and then like Azure, he had like science vessels here and there, and like freaking, I don't even know why. And then he had the dragoons for some reason, but they just sort of ran in and didn't really accomplish too much. So now everything got reset. And once again, Azure tends to like his Hellion openings, man after my own heart.
Mm-hmm.
Hellion openings are pretty much. I don't really want to say that they aren't in the meta, but I might have to. Whatchamacallit, concede that Hellion openers are pretty meta. I mean, when's the last time you saw someone go 2-on-1 in a TVZ professionally?
Professionally? I actually haven't seen that in a while. I want to say TY did it in GSL once.
I know Time did it once in Asus ROG versus Cyril, but I'm pretty sure he also lost that game, so, you know. And once again, BC is going to be on the menu tonight. Once again, Demi, not really in the path, but it is a fast Overlord, so if it... Apologize. It's probably just going to die straight up here.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting seeing it being shown onto the low ground. Yeah, did not see it, so...
Smartly done by Demi. Or Demi? No,
Azure.
Azure. Now, the one thing that does make it vulnerable is to Ling scouting, but I think Azure was kind of... It's a little bit of a risk, but you're banking on not for long.
Did you see it? No, still didn't see it, so...
Nope.
And bailing us almost done here for Demi, so...
Although, yeah, Demi still doesn't really trust that starport so much. I think he's probably thinking Liberators are in the back of his mind, maybe Banshees. But, yeah, he wants to press some kind of anti-air.
I mean, with that position of the Smoke Roller, he's expecting Liberators, so...
Oh, yeah.
That's why he has it there, so... So Zerk can just blink on into that main, just absolutely decimate, so... But the thing is, Zerk's not really poking with his Hellions and that one Reaper, so...
He might just... It's one of two things, right? It's either he just goes full on BC and push with everything, or he wants to really surprise Demi with these Hellions. He wants to like send in his battlecruiser first, and then just have the Hellions go in, pounce onto a vulnerable natural or third base, crisp up some drones. All right, BC been teleported, and Demi does bring a lot of back. But I guess he also knows that there's probably going to be a flank, so it's a little bit going on at a third. But Azure manages to kite that very, very well.
Oh, that base is going low though.
Creep. Yep, and it doesn't have an easy escape. It's about to go down. There it goes. But that's a lot of drones lined up and a lot of Lings ready. Ready to die, I meant. Once again, shaving off the Ling count, Azure sees a little bit of an opportunity, but in the end decides not worth it. Going to back off, try again soon. 11 drone kills ain't bad, I gotta say.
Yeah. Especially when they're nice and
So
lined
at the
up
cost
for
of a BC, though. Yeah. At the cost of a BC, though.
But still, that's more loss for Demi, though, than Azure, so...
Tis.
Getting the favorable trades, I should say.
Alright, and once again, we've reached that sort of peak in the early game where there's a little bit of a push from the Terran. The Zerg is going to try to defend that. And so now we are at everybody's favorite stage of TVZ. Both players building up.
Mm-hmm. As we do have a pulse.
Alrighty then.
Just taking a quick look at, like, let's take a quick stock of what we have here for each player. So,
Right.
looks like Azure's going for that BC mech style. He's just got his third landed there. Meanwhile, the third is already nice and saturated for Demi, but he still needs to have that nice bit of army supply. I mean, look, he's almost doubled the army supply.
Pretty much. But to make up for it, he does have 69 workers. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just like Atosis
Mech.
said during SDO 69 recap on the Pylon show.
Nice.
Nice. But yeah, fourth going down for Demi now. Gonna start getting his economy nice and rolling.
None of the players are really in any mood to just do something stupid, so take it a little bit slow. Azure already prepping for any potential counters to what Demi sees. Needs a little bit more anti-air, he realizes. Both these armies are going to completely miss each other. Azure probably going to take the better end, but there's very nice wall, but there is a structural weak point. Hellions are turning back, and they can catch a good amount of these Lings. Nicely done. Lings aren't the most valuable targets, but I mean, just killing them before they can do anything. Just, that is value. That is value. Alright, Azure going for another multi-prong. Demi wants to set up his own multi-prong by the looks of things, but it's going to take a while before he can really get that army into place. Hellions are trying to be annoying right here, clearing creep here and there, getting some Lingbane. And it also draws the Mutalisks away from where the BCs are. About to see a brilliant multi-prongs right now.
Bane bust. Oh, nice Bane
into Hellions as well. That's got a couple, but not quite enough. There's an army already prepped here for Azure. Lings aren't really getting much value so far in this game.
Well, the Mutas are going to
But that might change with the Mutalisks.
Mutas are coming out now. And try and see how much damage they can get. See what the defenses of
Azure has 7 Cyclones, which isn't too bad versus Mutalisks, but not the hardest counter in the world. Hard.
Counter.
Yeah.
Fifth going down for Demi, and the fourth being actually floated over to that more forward base, so...
I mean, and sort of understand it, because from a defender's point of view, it's on top of the high ground, especially with Hellions, it's not too far away to get to if you're the Terran player, but on the low ground, a lot more vulnerable to, like, say, these Mutalisks, to say, a Ling run by or something.
Snipe. Couple of workers. 2 go down, building the missile turrets right now. Finery does go down, so yay, extra. No more gas production until he rebuilds it.
Take that.
What a plan!
Take that. Although it's not, I mean, it's not terrible.
No.
Taking out the gas geyser. Azure is going into Thor's and very gas-heavy sort of army pretty soon. Gonna make use of these Hellions and Cyclones, whatever he can from them, really. He's playing Battle Mech for now, but I don't think he wants Battle Mech to be his end game. But yeah, Demi is just keeping Azure back, forcing him to come back each and every time.
Oh, it's
nice little Matos goes that down. Quick little repair, but it wasn't fast enough for Azure.
I don't think there's enough forces here to repair that second BC as well. 18
No, it was
SCVs
not.
going down.
Yep. Demi focusing on the SCVs rather than the BCs. Nicely done. Did manage to see those mines right just before they borrowed. And these are a lot of vulnerable infrastructure for Azure. But he's just gonna press forward. He's gonna he's just gonna use whatever. Okay, never mind. I think that was an all army. That was an all army, really. Yeah, because he wanted to just defend with his cyclones, with his mines, and just send all of his Hellions for some run-bys. You thought the Azure player was the one getting run-bys this game. Nah, man. Not this game.
Well, the mutants are jumping on those freshly made
being very threatening.
CCs, but Widowmines do
And
get some
Azure
decent
is... Yeah. Azure doesn't really have too much there that can deal with the roaches. Like, he does have the cyclones, but they lack... No, they do have magnetic, whatchamacallit. But, yeah, I think it used up the lock on something else, so you had to wait for a cooldown. Wasn't really able to kite those too well. Single Thor, gonna save. Nope, gonna let that factory burn down. Oh, but his Widowmite's not quite in range. Oof. Oof. He sees that now and he's like, oh man. Repositions the mines.
Yeah, well, Great Aspire on the way here for Demi, so we may start seeing some Broodlords as well during the fray. Corruptors are out and ready to be
Yeah, he's going all in on air pretty soon. As Azure wanted to do, but Demi kind of halted that a little bit. Alright,
but the flank coming in.
Pretty good lock-ons, but actually not really now that I look at them. A lot of them will focus on the Mutalisk rather than the Roaches. But still does a decent amount of damage, these Cyclones do.
BC still alive.
And if Azure can buy some time, if Azure can buy some time, then he is not in a terrible position. A lot of his units are super low though. And I think we might just see a tap out soon. Nope, you cool down on lock on, just refreshed. He's able to hold this once again. But to what end is the question? What is Azure's next step? Demi knows what he wants to do, that being corrupt a brute lord. I don't really think it's the best counter to what Azure has, because he's focusing a lot on his Cyclones to his Thors. But Demi just gonna poke in once again, see what he can get done.
And now the Broodlords are going to be morphing here. And I feel like that should be actually enough to deal with these Broodlords.
Yeah.
It's the main ground army that's going to be annoying.
Yeah, I feel like for Demi, he wants to use those Broodlords for zoning, or that's, I think, what the most value out of those Broodlords are going to do, right? Try to either block a Thor or something and let the ground army really deal with it, or just make it so that the ground army can't directly engage Azure's Cyclones anyway, can't directly engage his ground army. One starport's still not finished. That's sad. That's an unfinished project the council just decided to put off for forever.
The union had a big fit about it. It was, all the paperwork. It's like, apparently SCB's been getting paid overtime, and you know how that is.
Oh yeah, it is. Alright, I think Azure's got this. Focusing on the Broodlords, scans to make sure that his lock-on is still in range. Got some very nice Yamatos coming down. We'll probably lose these BCs, but there's still a pretty good amount of anti-air for Azure. And it's just 2 Broodlords left. 1 Thor really going to town on them with the lock-on. And some Hellbats just to deal with any Broodlings as they come down. Yeah. This was not actually that bad a trade for Demi, but I think it was a better trade for Azure in the end. He is a little bit lower on... He is lower on army supply now, but a lot of that army supply was in, you know, units that he can get back, like Cyclones or Hellions. And a lot of Demi's units are in Corruptors, which aren't going to be that useful.
Unless they get morphed into Broodlords, but there is a marching of the Roaches coming in now.
March of Roaches.
March of the Roaches, but here comes the Corruptors going straight into the BC's balls, raining down from above. And it looks like Demi is just going to push for the win here. He's trying to try and tie up the series. 1-1 BCs go down and GGs are going to be called.
Alright, I was... Oh! Great, Azur's. It was on +3 vehicle armor, but +1 vehicle weapons, and none on ships. That would have, that is hindsight right there.
It is now Azure's map pick, and he seemed to have gone offline.
Oops. RIP VPNs. Always up to something.
Why would he need VPNs?
I still think that looking at the actual units, you know, Azure had the better army, but that is, you cannot engage when you're in a -2 armor deficit. That is that's pretty glaring. Although, that being said, he did snipe the armory like twice or 3 times, so understandable if it slipped Azure's mind. Alright, once again, the absolute mad lad that Azure is picks Winter's Gate. Why can't we have honorable macro games? Demi says, well, it kind of was.
Oh, wrong person. There we go. It just says there's no such things.
You played the broken race, man. Alright, Azure's ready. Demi's ready. And now it is all up to you, the audience. Are you ready?
It depends. Are they ready? Make sure I got the scene changed.
Oh, hey. Alrighty then. Look, the bar units cannot be.
Well, anyway, welcome once again to Winter's Gate Alley, where the King of Winter waits. The Winter King waits to release his White Walkers. Ellie, and of course putting in the bottom right as the Blue Zerg, representing Indian OSC Elite. This is Demi. And spawning up in the top left, the Red Terran, known as representing Legacy Esports and Australia. This is Azure.
He's a baddie.
He's a baddie.
Baddie, sir.
And speaking of a baddie, look at what we got here.
Oh my!
It's the first proxy of the series.
Man, I wish we showed banter. I wish we showed lobby banter because, yeah, this is something that Azure promised Demi. Although it was very vague with his promise, so. If you would like to know the build order for this particular build, you too can get the replay packs if you subscribe to the Cranky Ducklings on Twitch. Yeah, Demi is not in position for this. Yeah, that Overlord is not going to see that. He did drone scout, so he should suspect something. Overlord should see this SCV and it should tip him off.
He's like, oh! Holds out Overlord. It's like, hold on.
What are you up to?
Hold up.
Hold on.
But Reaper can be. It's gonna be two racks proxy Reaper. Okay.
Yeah, nice little classy build. Now this is very dependent on the Terran's Reaper control, though. You've seen Reapers just be completely broken in the arms of someone like Bjorn, but completely not that good in the arms of me.
I mean, to be fair, you're not like what, GM Terran?
It is accurate. I am but a lowly diamond. Right. So far, Azure's control has been pretty good. Hasn't taken too much damage on these Reapers. Has been able to shave off the link count a little bit while at the same time doing some drone damage. Tables are going to be pretty hard turned once Demi gets metabolic boost, though.
Well, these Reapers so far have been doing a decent damage on the Queens.
They have. Not enough energy on any Queen, really. So close. And now these Lings are just going to be bodyguards to that one Queen. Yeah, absolutely. Sir, controlling this uber well. I was kind of hoping his Reaper would get surrounded just as I finished saying that, but this is meant to be. But Azure, what can he do now? I mean, you can kind of tell he's sort of moving his Reapers back and forth, trying to see if there's an opportunity to do literally any damage. It's a little bit unsure of what to do next, but he is going to try to transition a little bit.
Yeah, the Reaper
just hasn't really done enough damage, I think.
Well, the Reapers are going to be sent home as well as the barracks, but Azure's just going to be taking up, getting his natural up, of course. Meanwhile, he's going to send that second barracks into the main to get a nice scout off to see what Demi is going to be doing, and it looks like just to be complete link speed, but the link counterattack is on its way. Hellions are coming as well, so don't think that is going to be enough to hold on, maybe.
Yeah, this wall can never, these supply depots can never go down. So once they do, that's it. It's GG. Demi is up 2-1.
But the Reapers do come in, and the Queens, they were caught off guard. Gonna get 2 Queens for his troubles. Might get a number of drones as well. Zergling's gonna be coming up as well. The surround isn't there, and it looks like it is. All these Reapers trying to use their bouncing grenades to effect, and it looks like they're going up and down on the cliffs right now. Only 3 left, I think. Only 2 left, and it's gonna be it. That's gonna be all the Reapers going down. Demi has held this.
That said, he has also lost about 30 times the resources.
Yeah, that
3
is
queens, true. But not too much worker damage, I would say, but it also forced Demi to make a lot of lings that he did end up losing. It's all going to depend on the follow-up.
Yeah, I think that follow-up is going to be a spy, which is going to be spotted by this floating barracks. Thank you, Brewball, for that. So we're gonna have to see what the counter is for that.
Scouting is the counter.
Yeah, and he's
Does
scouting
already see
on
it
what?
at the barracks. Oh, I apologize. I blacked out for a second, man. I blacked out for a second and I was just like, yep. What are you saying? Yep, that is correct. Yep.
Totally. Yep, the Protoss OP, yep. Something.
Yep, yeah, man, I agree. But we are starting to see that transition to a standard macro game that Debbie so desired.
I mean, you say that.
I mean, it eventually became a macro game. It didn't start out as one, but, you know, just let the chips fall where they may. Let it grow organically, the game.
Well, it looks like Demi's doing your speciality, like 2-base muta.
2-base muta. That, to me, is my personal favorite build, as is from the perspective of a third player. It's just fun to do. Mutas, that is. Mass mutas. It's fun to use. Also fairly exciting to see. And speaking of specials, Azure just gonna go mech. No BCs this time.
But this lost mining time is
pretty big.
Oh my god, 11 drones, 14 drones, 15, 16, 17
Can it just
more.
keep piling up? Gonna get 17, gonna get 18, gonna get 18, no, gonna get 18, gonna get 18, gonna get 19, and gonna get 20, not quite. Not quite. It was close too. And this is not the position you want to be in as the Zerg player, especially when you decide to go for 2-base muta. Being that behind in terms of workers, and that behind in terms of tech. Yeah, no. Now, what are we... Alright, so Demi, once again, he's trying to make the most of these mutas. He knows that they're not easily replaceable. Droning up as fast as he can, but he definitely does not want to waste the mutas. It's really not too much mutas, if I'm being honest.
I mean, they're gonna take out
Azure
the barracks.
wanted to. Yeah. That ain't bad. If Azure really wanted to, he could just march his army across the map, but one, he has to do that, and two, that has its own set of risks. Like the fact that there's not a lot of anti-air for this army.
There's a Cyclone and a couple of Vikings. But I guess we have to wait. As the mutas are gonna fly across and see what damage they can get done. But the missile turrets are here, the Singapore meta in full effect.
Yeah, Zergus is completely covered right now. Not one angle for Demi to go into without completely tipping off the rest of Azure's army, or rather tipping Azure off and having him move his army. Alright, mutas into Roach. You normally see it the other way around, but you may as well this game.
And it's well with Hydras as well for that anti-air in case there is any. It's definitely going to be nice for Demi, but I think you feel like he's just so far behind right now.
Definitely is. He has caught up on the worker count somewhat. He is getting more of his bases. But Azure, he's been able to build up his army this entire time, man. He's not being overly aggressive, or even aggressive at all, really, Azure. But this Hellion drop might change things.
Well, in fact, is going to fly across. Let's see what he can find.
Alright, come on, man. You gotta land. You gotta land somewhere. Like, right here. Right, Demi sees this. Already moving his army back, but they are very vulnerable, though. A lot of them aren't connected. The hatcheries aren't. And so, just completely draws Demi's army back. It's a little bit of force up in the north. Oh man, Blue Flame versus Hydras are super effective. They're more effective than you'd imagine they'd be, I feel. But no, Hydralisks are light units who just have a fairly high pool of health. That's 13 workers down for Demi. That is, he was just starting to recover, man. In fact, he actually did just recover from his deficit, but no. Give me your barbecue, man.
He doesn't like barbecue, so it's the best kind of barbecue. Other than Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue's so good.
Yeah, it's the best kind of Zerg. Alright, we're about to see Azure now saying, you know what, I think I want to stake my claim. I think I want us to actually engage more than once this game, or twice. Or
well, he's gonna get a lot of drones for his troubles.
Yep, he
does
have double armory. So he doesn't, yeah, so he just really doesn't want to fight this roach army. Unless he has some cyclones out, as he is bringing now.
And we got
this is field maglev. This does draw Demi quite a bit.
Well, Demi's gonna lose that third. Has got his fifth building right now, so not gonna be too much, but I think there's just way too much army here for these couple of roaches and hydras and the ravagers as well. But vipers are out, and some blinding clouds could be good, but
does run him back, but with the lock-on, does do quite a bit of damage. Nice little abduct into the slow zone. That is not easy to escape from. But there are just about enough cyclones here to break
reinforcements. And GG.
GG. Alright, Azure up 2-1 in specified series.
Moving to match point.
We have about 3 hours and 45 minutes, so remember to stretch your roaches and hydrate your hydras.
Cover your corruptors. Drain your disruptors.
I'm just gonna stretch right now. Everybody, follow along if you're watching. I hope you're not, though. That would be kind of creepy. Alright, we are on to Demi's map pick. Alright, and he has chosen something.
Oh, it's gonna be World of Sleepers.
Oh,
shit.
Shit. It's the best map to black out on. Alright. Cassis are ready. Demi is ready. Azure is ready. GLHF. Now, are you ready, viewers? Yeah.
I get it.
Well.
Wow. I'm not gonna repeat that on stream, but
Yeah. Alright. Potentially the final map. World of Sleepers. I feel like this is one of the maps which may favor... Okay, I think my view is skewed because I just played a ton of TVT on this map. In fact, I think most of my TVTs... In fact, I think I've only played TVT on this map, really. So I just keep thinking that this is a Terran favorite map. It's probably a skewed viewpoint.
It's more of a more neutral map, but it's more slightly Protoss favored. But anyway, welcome to the world of sleepers, where Yaku waits to get activated so he can crush down capitalism. And spawning in the top right, the Red Zerg, hoping to come back and force us to a Game 5. Representing OSC Elite in India, this is Demi! And
champion.
Spawning in the bottom left as the Green Terran on match point and looking to make the Robo dream come true. Representing Legacy Esports and the goddamn greatest nation on earth, this is Assure. There we go.
Australia, sell the oranges. I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
I mean, that's not even the right lyrics. But
alright, Azure, being a little bit sneaky here. See, it looks like a standard Reaper expand, but it's actually not just standard Reaper expand because that's probably just an SCV scout in it.
Yeah, it's an SCV scout.
Yeah, I don't.
You see, it's gonna be
I just don't remember. There we go. You see, is this the first time Azure SCV scouted? I just don't remember him SCV scouting at all.
I think he's SCV scouting just because he feels like Debbie's gonna like 12 pull him.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just like. He's being sneaky.
I mean, he has SCV scouted before.
Right, yeah, and now he's doing the same thing where he's trying to block the third hatch.
And poke him with the Reaper.
I think he only SCVs, yeah. It just completely skipped my mind. I think that last game just put us all into a little bit of a excitement for potential proxies. Azure once again showing off his Reaper control, but being forced out in the end. Demi not going for the Clash build this time. This is a little bit more standard.
It's a main bust! It's not. I wish, but it's not.
I wish. Main are always fairly exciting. Will get his third base in the end though, just not before speed. Okay. Playing to the meta. Playing to the meta. Once again, Azure does. But it's nice little Hellions. Look at them. They're beautiful. They're like they're kind of like World of Warcraft war machines. They are.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Hellions. Yeah, the World of Warcraft orc like war machines.
I mean, sure.
Or Mad Max, but just World of Warcraft was the first thing that it reminded me of, or just Warcraft, I suppose. I don't know, I got orcs on my brain, man. I got orcs on my brain after watching Lord of the Rings.
What about
Azure
your
pretty much playing
what?
Look high. Sure, I was gonna say basically playing as standard can be, but that is a quick Marauder concussive shells. Nope, never mind, I was wrong. This is Marauder Hellbat.
Yeah.
This is a timing that can be brutal to the Zerg opponent. Oh, I was gonna say he might be fine with roaches out, but I mean Hellbats, they're not good against roaches, but they're not bad either. And of course, Marauder suggests they direct counter the roaches. He doesn't have a high Marauder count so far, though. Azure doesn't. It's gonna rely mostly on these Hellbats, and he's gonna have to be very careful with how he what he targets his Marauders with. But this base, I think, This has to be tough for Demi,
Yeah.
having to sacrifice his base.
Well, the Lings
Oh,
do get
nice
some
rounds, but an even quicker pickup.
Oh, that's beautiful micro there from Monsieur. But
Absolutely,
the still
forces him
pushing in, the
Lings.
energy going low, but most of the Hellbats have gone, and now it's just Roaches and Queens. He needs to pick up, and he's gonna get out with one
Save
Marauder.
one Marauder. What more do you need, really? Alright, only 2, what's it called? Drones went down for that, and actually the lost resources are about even there. So Debbie is in a pretty good position overall. Zero's gonna have to play catch-up a little bit. Especially since he only now got his gas, it seems? And he wants to play mech, so... You know, slash shrug. Alright, seems to be a more standard sort of mech game. Definitely not going to be BC mech. But will it be battle mech? Will it be McLaren? Or will it be siege mech? That is what we await to see.
Probably Siege Mech.
There's a little bit of damage coming down. Yeah. I mean, I'm not the biggest advocate for siege mech, but, you know.
It works.
As I'm playing more battle mech, more BC mechs, yeah. And it would be nice to just see something a little bit different. From Azure, from Azure, I mean. I would hate if every single game was siege mech. Yeah. Alright, Azure once again poking in, trying to clear creep here and there. Not too much going on, but it does secure his 3rd base. Should have seen that 4th.
Well, it seems that Azure's going for that battle mech style. He's getting the Cyclone, he's getting Maglev missiles.
Maglev, yep. Ooh, Maglev missiles. That's got a bit of alliteration to it, I like it.
And the LMMs.
LMM.
Hello, little boy.
Wait,
Do you
so
want an LMM? An ML? Oh, fuck. Stranger danger!
No thank you. Whatever you're selling, no thank you. Alright. Oh, those Lings. Oh, he wants to press with those Lings, though. Right into the Hellions.
Oh.
And he's... Oh, it's my mistake. Those were actually Roaches. Lings did go down. Nice little surround on the SCVs, but Azure will end up losing all of those SCVs. And Demi is just gonna march his entire cucaracha right up into Azure's face. Oh, those tanks. Okay, those tanks are a little bit... Yep, those tanks are a little bit vulnerable, but they are backed up by other tanks. And Azure just about holds this. At the cost of a lot of workers, though. But, you know, mules are pretty good.
Yeah, but meanwhile, there was a Hellion drop and did get 6 workers, so...
There was.
Now Debbie's on 69 workers. Nice.
Nice.
Now 68.
We're just... Both players are just about to even out one another's. That is a burning supply depot.
He
That did
finished
not have
building
to
it
help
as soon as he
on
built it,
completion.
it just went on fire.
That is not up to code, up to the SCV builder's code. Alright, nice little repair.
Well, here
But
comes
there's
the
not
mutas.
much here that can really defend against the mutas. Not even gonna try to kite his focus is elsewhere, namely this Hellion run by. And GG is called ace match time. Here we go. Just not enough anti-air for Azure in the end. We're going into the ace match. Disco Bloodbath, Azure has decided.
It's not gonna see Thunderbird.
Nope.
Let's go.
Thunderbird. Wait, let me think. We had the Febron.
Discoteca. Biblioteca.
Discoteca. ¿Dónde está la... Wait, la biblioteca.
Barranca de T-Bone.
La araña, discoteca, muñeca, biblioteca. Yo te comen grande, pero manteca. Bigote, weekends. Wait. I do not remember the lyrics of that at all. I'm trying to recap. We had Ephemeron, we had Winter's Gate, we had... I don't remember what the third map was. No, we just had the third map. Third map.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, this is the fourth map. Ugh! My brain. Alright, are you sure it's ready? Game privacy. No match history, and Debbie is ready.
Oh.
Jelly Chef all on to the ace match. I was gonna say, oh, this has been one of the longer Grand Platypus Opens we've had, but this is only the second one, so.
I mean, the first one was a 3-0.
Yeah. This is definitely the longer of the two that we've had. I feel like it's probably going to be longer in general. And speaking of longer.
Yeah, speaking of longer, hello and welcome to our final match of the day in our best of 5 series. And welcome. We're going to be finishing it up on a bloodbath. Finishing it up on Disco Bloodbath LE, where we go dance in the blood of our enemies. And spawning up in the 4 o'clock position, the blue set representing OSC Elite and India. This is Debbie. And spawning up in the 10 o'clock position as the Red Terran looking to complete the series right now. Spawning as the Red Terran and representing Legacy Esports. And god damn it, representing Legacy Esports in Australia. This is Azure. God damn it, I hate having the light key, the light switches. So even with the light press, it's still...
It's a bit of an oof.
Ruined the thunder, but you know.
You know. What if I don't want to dance? What if I want to bathe in the blood of the disco? Alright, neither player really risking too much on the ace match. Oof. Anyway. Oof. And looks like we're about to see the same build pretty much.
And it's the last game of the series. Do you really want to risk that much?
Some people would. Some people would not. Really, it depends on deep pans. Now, I do have to wonder, what does this map lend itself to? Well, tanks, definitely, from the side of Azure. So we'll probably see some sort of tank-focused build. Probably not battle mech, but wouldn't be too surprised if it was as well. For Zerg, though, I feel like Zerg, yeah, there's nothing really specific about this map that lends itself to different Zerg builds. Probably just gonna see the good old standard, you know what, whatever Demi chooses to react to what Azure does. Pretty much tends to be how he's played so far in both series we've had between these two. Just a lot more reactive.
Oh,
almost. Almost blocks that third.
Or maybe we'll see BCs again. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah. I was gonna say, maybe it might be BCs. I don't know. I feel like Alright, so the Viking is coming down. But, never mind, I was gonna say,
Called it.
Viking in the BC is not, yeah. I was gonna say, like, you know, Viking in the BC,
but
that's
is it gonna be enough?
not a very good build.
Oh, Demi, does he seize it?
It's just about gonna get, sharp turn in the end. Bought the Marines a little bit of time, and Demi does not see his fusion core. This may very well be just at the complete back of Demi's mind. It has been a long best of 5 series so far.
Best of 4, but you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, they play 4 games, but like, you know, that's an advantage to one player. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, that's the way it's gonna be.
Could be a fake out. Has he gotten the? Yeah, he does.
He's getting lip range.
That's lip range. Oh my. Okay, this went the complete opposite way of where I thought it would be. I know Debbie's probably
because Debbie's gonna get spores.
Yeah, Debbie's gonna get spores prepared for cloaked ghosts. Dude,
for
my dude.
For cloaked ghosts.
For cloaked banshees. For cloaked banshees, I meant.
Well, now he sees the fusion core, so he's gonna be like, "Oh,
he does,
I need spores."
He does, but does he really think that?
The mind games. I
saw
love it.
Yeah, he saw it. He saw the tech lab researching too. Dude. Azure really pulling out all of the big brain plays. Complete mind gamery. That's a word, right? Mind gamery?
Mind fuckery.
Yeah.
Well,
I just really want to see this play out. Advanced ballistics are just about to be done for Azure. He already has a Liberator about on the way. There's a lot of dead air here that I don't think Queens have the range for. Now getting inspired, Demi is going to, but
might be too late.
Yeah,
here we go.
Liberator is still going to do a lot of damage.
There's nothing this Queen can really do.
Yep. Okay, Spore will be in range though. So that's good.
Oh, look at that dead space
with advanced
between the
ballistics, you
natural and
can
the
really
third.
take advantage of the dead space. Yeah, dead space 2.
I like Dead Space 2. That's a good game.
But it is. But there's not actually that much dead space here. Debbie will have to lose a queen in the end, but will be able to get that Liberator in the end. But Azure is just being really annoying. That's just a lot of lost mining time. That being said though, Demi still about even income. In fact, sometimes it even peaks above Azure's income for a while. After all, he is only now getting his 3rd base set up. However, just because it's getting it down to even instead of just completely snowballing ahead of Azure, that's pretty good too, you could argue.
I mean, look at the army split, look at the worker count. Very fudge.
Absolutely.
So high right now as Emil just supervises.
Oh, and they're trying to go, what is that SCV doing to that mule?
I don't want to
Avert
go.
your eyes. Avert your eyes, man.
And of course, Demi going for that signature meter switch.
Yep. Azure going for that multi-prong that he is wont to do. Versus... Oh, that poor Ling. Right outside of that debris. I have to take a long way home. Right. Azure is playing, I don't think we mentioned this, and it's only now surprising to me. Azure is going bio, but it's going to be bio tank, which I'm about expected. That is pretty much as standard can be for Terran, bio Terran. But yeah, especially on this map. And Demi not really reciprocating that with the standard response. He has a little bit of roaches, a little bit of ravagers, a little bit of lings, and a little bit of banelings, but he wants to go into Mutiling Bane, already getting his flyer weapons, already getting a nice massive round of lings. Just trying to break through here, but I think he's gonna find a nasty surprise for him. If he does, there's a lot of vision here for Demi. To his ARP into the high ground. Both players are trying to multitask as well as they can. Nice quick pickup from Azure in the end. Shaved off the Mutalist count for Demi, Azure did. That's probably going to pay off later on. No, actually, he does want to go into Mutalist, so he's getting them. Big oof. Massive oof. And that's just, what was that? 20 supply immediately gone from Azure. But Azure, Demi has a bit of a mishmash sort of army, whereas Azure, he is focused. He has a lot of damage here. Very much glass cannon army. For Azure. And Demi's army just isn't that effective. Just doesn't quite have the number of banelings, doesn't quite have the number of ravagers, that sort of thing. But what he does have is a good amount of mutas that can harass anywhere he so pleases and catch off reinforcements as they come along as well. If you're going to try to poke in, we'll have to lose a couple of units, and he might just bleed himself out here.
Roaches.
Yep. Nice old roach counterattack. And there's just not enough here for Demi to really deal with that. He's only now,
So only losing 8 workers could have been worse.
Yeah, could have. But this is basically free workers for Demi. He just wants to clear out his supply. Azure has been doing a pretty good job of trying to poke in, bait the army a little bit, clear creep here and there. But he hasn't really got too much meaningful damage done. That being said, he is in a bad spot economically himself. And I like this, switching into, what's it called? Mines. That could be a juicy shot! Okay, not quite. Yeah, Baneling explodes right on top of the mine. It did, actually. Alright, a lot of Zerglings here. They're all gonna be turned into Banelings. Azure is gonna have to be fairly careful with this. Amnesty!
Oh, it's just finally gonna get rid of that fourth base, but the fifth is being taken onto that low ground. Meanwhile, the mutas, they're just trying to get
damage wherever they can. Oh! It didn't kill the mine! And this scares off the Mutalists for the time being. Oh, but Azure, he moved his entire army back to deal with this. But that being said, can still just cycle around, go for that fifth base. Or, yeah, fifth base, as you said. So Demi isn't trying to reclaim his fourth, so that's effectively his fourth base. Okay, these mutas are going to try to maybe get some reinforcements.
Oh, Demi supply
blocked. Is.
Mutas?
But where's the splash damage for Azure? He has 4 tanks and 2 Widow Mines there. Only now I'm borrowing the mines that he used to have, coming down to join the main army. And I think by the time this hits, Azure should just about have his +3. That's a very abusable position for tanks. And what is Demi's call? Will he come back and defend, or will he go straight for a base trade?
I mean, that's a lot of banelings.
Absolutely is, but he does not. There's not much of a buffer for those banelings either, though.
Well, there's
nice
a wing counterattack coming through,
and there's nothing for Azure to defend against this. He has to go straight up right now. The stakes are on.
The base trade is on right now, but it
needs to be initiated. A lot of these banelings do crash into the Thors. A lot of lings in Azur's base from Demi. I was gonna say not getting too much done, but basically 30 workers and pretty much all of the infrastructure of Azur. Azur's going straight forward for it.
Take a hit. The natural goes down.
It is.
Another bunker. There's leaves into the main now. Can they do anything?
Oh, Azur still has that planetary.
The pace train is on, but it's against the Terran.
Azur still has that planetary, but he doesn't have the infrastructure. All of it is starting to really take a hit. The army is in favor of Demi right now, but so long as Azur splits decently against Banelings, or so long as there's no buffer for Banelings. Yup.
The barrels rain down, getting splash damage. The force are down right now. Meanwhile,
and
the Lings are just tearing into the main. But here
just
comes
about
the
hit.
Mutas, and then
Force back, and the Mutas attack!
But a lift up onto the high ground. Is this what is going to be it? The Mutas are going to be chasing the Medivacs, and I don't think that's going to be it. I think Azur has had enough. He is going to get all his...
I think Demi is going to continue to be the champion.
Maybe, but it's still 2 bases to 3. The macro of Azur is still up. He still has 1,000.
Is definitely
bank, and he can take out these Lings. So,
yeah, what is Demi's army? It is 72 Lings, 9 Mutas,
has Ultras.
6 Ultras. He takes out these Lings, and then he focuses well on the, what do they call it, Ultralists. Azur could come back from this.
I mean, but most players are just stuck in that main.
Yeah. Both our players are both terribly bruised. They have to lick their wounds and come back from this. Neither of them really want to risk anything too big. Demi, far up in army supply, but if he just rams his melee units into choke points and just get mowed down, that is not going to benefit him. But Azur still wants to be aggressive on the map. That is ballsy. That is ballsy.
That's a ball move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out. And with the Ultralist, he's going to be like, nope.
Yep.
And nope stuff. Yeah, but
where is your anti-air?
GG, Demi! It's going to be your first 2-time GPO champion with an exciting base race. Whew.
Whew, boy. That was probably the most even match we've had so far in the Grand Platypus Open that we've casted. I mean, Oreo versus Chase was pretty close, but man, oh man, this was... Yeah. Oh, they've left.
Thank God, but with that, I'm gonna reiterate an announcement. So as of next week, the GPO number 3, we are gonna be partnering with OSC for bigger prize pool and more advertising. Just for the GPOs, doesn't affect SDOs and MSOs and all that. So we'll have OSC points available, have a bigger price pool, I think 50 USD. And with that, so of course, I want to thank every one of you for watching tonight. I want to thank our beautiful prize sponsor for this competition going further, Light VIP, for providing the prize money for today's event. And of course, I want to thank Kuro for being Kuro and yelling at me every time I fuck up production. And of course, I want to thank my lovely co-caster, Yakuzaku. Yaku, where can they find you?
You're welcome. Twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1. Light told me to stream Danka's Dungeon at some point, but probably won't anytime soon. Gotta do that OPL report to finalize. That OPL report will be enough for me. Twitter.com @Empore. This is important. There is a typo. Empore, not Emperor. Empore Yakuzaku. I don't tweet, so. And also, I'll probably just be in Cranky Ducklings Discord, so find me there.
Okay, of course, I've been James Quirky Quirk. Follow me on Twitter @TheRealQuirky and on Twitch at twitch.tv/QuirkyCast. And of course, don't forget to catch me on the for League of Legends on tomorrow night at twitch.tv/SumSockOCE. And with that, we'll bid you a farewell, adieu, and we hope to see you next week for the Grand Platypus Open number 3. Good night.
Bye.